every night he does not complete it, he wakes up in a different body.
Okay, when you're busted watching a Bookables video. So I'm here to talk about the Spookathon Wrap-Up. Look, it's only a week late. That's an improvement, right? Okay, the first book I read was Sadie by Courtney Summers. Now, I didn't read this. I listened to this on audio, and just the presentation, the way that you get both the podcast, which is trying to solve the murder, and Sadie's narration made this whole thing just a wonderful audio experience. The mystery itself and the character of Sadie, you know, for me, I don't know, you guys, I'm so new to reading thrillers. I've really never delved into them. I love mysteries, but thriller, that thriller vibe, which somehow this is, I mean, it's both, but I'm all confused here. I think I'm a bit of an outlier here. I gave it like a 3.5 to 4-star rating. Really well presented audiobook, however, so I encourage you to pick it up. If you're going to read it on audio. The next Spookathon challenge book was, for me, Paper Girls Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan. He's also responsible for the Saga series, which I have not read and really have no interest in reading, though I know it's really well loved on BookTube. This takes place in the 1980s, so be still my 80s loving heart. And on Halloween, perfect read. I thank my teen daughter, Kat, for encouraging me to pick this up. She said, Mom, you love Stranger Things. Pick this up. So for you guys, you know, I promised earlier in the year that I would read more graphic novels, and here I am ending the year with a bang. I think I have a whole bunch of them scheduled here really soon. Oh, for me, like 4 stars, easily. Okay, the next book is a witchy romance, and I love those most of all. They're so good. This is The Witch of Willow Hall by Hester Fox. Now, I found this on Book Depository, and thanks to Lisa from Lisa's Books and Smiles. It's a really well-written romance. It takes place, I think it's like a few decades after the Salem witch trials, and follows a family out of Boston and into the countryside of Massachusetts. Now, I was raised in Massachusetts, so, you know, we even took I don't know what grade, but we took a field trip out to Salem. So this is about a family that, yes, may have a witch or two in them. It follows the middle daughter. It reads like a classic. Like if you love Austen and the Bronte sisters writing, it reads like a classic Gothic romance. So for all those fans out there, plus it has deckled edges, as I mentioned, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Okay, the last book is a middle grade read, and one I was genuinely excited about. Peter from Peter Likes Books. This was also on his list, and in Small Spaces by Katherine Arden. If her name sounds familiar, it's the author of The Bear and the Nightingale. And after reading this, I totally have to read The Bear and the Nightingale. It's somewhere on these shelves, which are basically like a whole bunch of TBR shelves now. I keep culling them down and getting rid and unhauling to both the high school and my library. That's a lot of books to read, Sophie. Anyway. Small Spaces, you guys. This is probably why I never read like Goosebumps when I was in middle school. It has that edge of creepiness. It reminded me of like the creepy Doctor Who episodes. You'll see why. It's about this girl who lost her mom in an accident a year ago, and she lives with her dad, who bakes a lot, so immediately I related. And she's struggling with her mom's death and kind of fitting in. She's super smart, just like her mom was with math, struggling to fit in with her 6th grade classroom peers. You know, she's athletic, she's smart. Those are the things sometimes that cause you to be picked upon. She's also a person that defends people that are bullied. So immediately I loved her. Her name is Ollie. And Ollie and her friends set off on a field trip to a local organic type farm. It's seemingly innocuous, but prior to that, Ollie comes across in her wanderings a woman who is trying to throw a book into this pond, and she rescues the book. The book is called Small Spaces. And she starts reading it under the covers, you know, and her dad's like, lights out, Ollie, and she's still like, you know, we've been there, all of us, right? So that sets up this really weird, spooky, ghostly story that's based on the history of the small town. I loved it. 4.5 stars. This was brilliant. Okay, so that's it for Spookathon. Oh, that was really fun. I wish I had signed up. I think Witchathon takes place this week, but I just couldn't get into another readathon, you guys. So let me know what you're reading. Right now, I am reading, or I just finished, Harbor Me by Jacqueline Woodson. And let me know if there are any readathons in November that I should participate in. I think last year, and I'm not sure if she's doing it again, Sarah Churchill did the Bullyathon, which I really enjoyed taking part of. But let me know if there's any in November. And as usual, just give me a thumbs up. Yes, tendonitis, you guys. It's not fun. Click subscribe and hit the bell icon, which will notify you when I post, because I post haphazardly. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and cut.